Hello, everyone. My name is Ariel Burks. I am a graduate of FAMU, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. I will be starting law school this fall in August 2025, and I am just thankful for the opportunity to kind of share some of my prior experience and how it directly aligns with your goals. I was raised in a small town, Belle Glade, Florida. We only had one middle school, one high school. Our largest grocery store was Winn-Dixie or Save-A-Lot. No restaurants, only fast food restaurants, but no sit-down places, no movies, mall, anything for entertainment. So oftentimes that meant that students in my neighborhood or kids, if you didn't have anything to do, you found things to do, and oftentimes these things weren't the best things. I am thankful for Boys and Girls Club. That is where I spent most of my time, and was able to connect positively with my peers. But if it wasn't for that outlet, there wouldn't have been any other positive thing to, do in that community. When I was in sixth grade, my mom sent me to a predominantly white middle school, Wellington Landings Middle School. It was a complete culture shock. They had palm trees, they had a mall down the street, I was the minority, so I wasn't, used to not having a lot of kids that looked like me, but that was kind of my new reality. And it was there where I was exposed to many different resources, different careers that their parents had, different everything. And it was, I would say I had a good and bad experience. The good experience is it allowed my mind to expand. I was able to think bigger, dream bigger, because I had seen bigger. But my negative experience was back home. I was looked at as, oh, well, you talk too proper, you think you're, different than us because you attend a predominantly white school. And then at school it was, well, you're not really from where we're from. You have to take the school bus, you have to wake up early in the morning, you can't walk to your house, or you can't go to the mall with us after school. It was just those difficulties and navigating those at the age of 11 that really changed me. So I do feel the goal of just making economic mobility more accessible is extremely important. If my mom didn't know about that resource, and if my fifth grade teacher didn't tell her about that resource, to where she was able to put me on a bus and send me to a school in a, ultimately on paper, a better community, and to just expose me to different things, I would be a completely different person. But it just makes me think of all the students and all my classmates and peers that weren't able to get the opportunity, that were not able to, go to a different school, see bigger, dream bigger. And most of them, are still in our community, and they haven't seen anything other than, what they were exposed to. I definitely feel like my career in legal advocacy and just public policy definitely aligns with more inclusion. If it wasn't for me attending a predominantly white and middle and high school, I wouldn't have met my mentor, Alvin Robinson. My mentor really exposed me to the legal field. He is a Caribbean descent lawyer in Royal Palm Beach. And he just opened my mind to so much that I could do. And if it wasn't for me being over there, I wouldn't have met him. I wouldn't have got the opportunity to just work in his firm at 16, see how things go, and see if I actually like it. I am a gun victim survivor. And so what this means to me is advocating for juvenile justice, advocating for, gun reform, doing criminal justice reform as well, just making sure that those students, because I was, this happened in my own community, making sure that those people, even the person that, wounded me, are able to start over, are able to have a better life, are able to be exposed to those resources I was exposed to, are able to dream bigger, to see bigger, to do better, and to want to do better. But the only way that will change is if we, consciously make an effort to put these opportunities out there and expose them to them. So I do thank you all for this scholarship. This topic is really near and dear to my heart. It means a lot to me, and I just thank you for the opportunity.